This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Shaun Cole, and happy Friday to everybody out there. I hope you're having a great week so far. I sure am, but it's Friday night, so things are only going to get better between now and the rest of the weekend. All sorts of great things planned for the day. That makes me happy. All things planned for the whole weekend. That makes me happy. How are you shut-ins doing out there? Are you coping? Are you surviving? Are you healthy? Are you being safe? Are you sim racing? Are you doing other things? What are you doing to keep yourself entertained, inspired, having fun, grounded, sane, whatever you want to call it? Yeah, I'm finding it's a real up and down roller coaster ride of motivated, not motivated, motivated, not motivated. This roller coaster of energy, some of it based on my own internals, some of it based on dealing with friends and family and their internals. Yeah, it's a really interesting time. I am really grateful to have all of you, grateful to have people that I can talk to on our Discord channel. I'm grateful that during this time where we need each other, I've got so many people to turn to, and our group in particular, I have so many people to turn to within as well. So I'm real proud of that, and it does make me really happy, and I hope that you're all doing well with it. You're not a shut-in, you are involuntarily locked up. I'm a shut-in. I have options. I could go out. I was just talking to a neighbor before the show, and we were kind of looking around, and it sure feels like people have dropped their guard. I hope that's not a bad thing. I don't feel that it's a good thing, by the way. But in my town, I noticed that people are out and about. So I guess it's over. I don't know. I guess their attention span is over. Hey, Raging Kano! I'm glad you get to watch us live. That's great. Hey, Scuderia, how you doing? Doug, you're still at work. Oh, they need to shorten those hours a little more for you. Anyway, so here we are for the Friday edition of the Pit Stop. Friday night edition of the Pit Stop. Change that time zone for two reasons. One, to get a few other people involved in the show, people who maybe can't join us in the morning time, which is reasonable. Anybody with a job wouldn't be able to join us. And now with Friday night, we have a slightly different mix. We have some common faces, some faces we know every day, and we get some new faces as well. So it's a nice mix-up, nice combination. Also, it allows us to go right from this to hanging out as a group on track. That's one of my favorite parts about doing it. I'm going to have some news on that today, and that reminds me, I do have to keep the Friday show moving right along. Friday, 6 o'clock is when we're going to start practice for whatever it is we're doing, and that means that I am on a timeline, because not only do I have to finish the show, but I have to switch my entire streaming operation into the racing configuration instead of the news configuration. So we definitely have to stay sharp on Fridays with the news. So what is going on in sim racing? Have you enjoyed the week? Is it different? Does it feel different for you guys? If the show gets 100 likes, Sean will drink Tabasco sauce live on camera. Yeah. Hey, Mitchie Hoyer. Mitchie, you called me 5 minutes before I went live. I saw your call, and it's like, oh, Mitchie, you and I have such a knack. I call you when you're not available, or vice versa. Anyway, so yeah, how are you guys are enjoying this week? There was a lot of sim racing entertainment out there. I mean, if you want to sit around and watch various different series run, Mitchie, I'm going to be live for 1 hour, and then after that, we're going to have 2 hours of racing. So I'll be total on the air for about 3 hours. Yeah, Amir, the days blend together. I'm getting a little of that right now, too. Need another vodka drinking show? I can do that right now. No, I don't feel strong enough. I gotta have my strength within me to be able to do that. Time zone. The virus doesn't care about time zones. Watkins Glen has been unkind. Unfortunate. Watkins Glen is such a great track. You're about to go to bed? 2 a.m. Copy that, Mitchie. So yeah, have you guys watched any of the esport? Do you care? Has it gotten to the point where you've had enough? Are you preferring watching the real-life pros racing or our pros racing? Race esports sweaty qualifier was bad. Unfortunate. Excuse me. Lockdown confirmed until May 3rd. Oh, yeah. Right now they're kind of debating the time point for the United States. As terrible as it is, I will admit I am hoping they err on the side of caution. You don't have time to watch Lando. Too busy watching. Great. That's the best answer you can do, Mitchie. It really is. True. Thank you, Tom. Hey, Rodney. How you doing? All right. Let's bring down our thumbnail and talk news. So the latest, greatest in the esports series of the Subaru IRX All-Star Invitational presented by Yokohama. Going on this coming Friday. That's tonight. Actually, yes, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. We're both live, both, Mitchie. This race is coming up in 1 hour. So as much as I want you to guys come run NASCARs with us at 6, if you're not going to, this could be the latest entertainment for you. You're looking at Travis Pastrana, Scott Speed, Alexander Rossi, James Hinchcliffe, Ron Capps, are all going to be part of it, in addition to a bunch of other guys. $10,000 to be donated to the charity in their name. They're going to be, it's a 6-race series, right? Hell and 4 others, and then back to hell. Anyway, that's going to start off tonight at 6 o'clock if you want to watch that. That is going on. Swain, that's great. Swainy, that's great to hear. Yeah, it was a trip. I was just randomly going through my satellite, my cable channels, and all of a sudden it said, esports series, and I was like, oh, that's great. Oh, it's over. Brad, thank you, Wayne. That was at 6 p.m. So we're not in conflict. It already happened. It happened when I started setting up the show. Who won? Anybody know who won? Can we find out? I'll refresh this. We'll see if we have a winner here. iRacing, here's their schedule. So yes, if all times are Eastern. All times are Eastern Daylight Time. So I would have known that was at 3 o'clock my time, not 6 o'clock. Dijon, nobody can touch that kid. I call him a kid. He's not a kid. He's easily mid-20s. Anyway, Saturday, tomorrow, you have the IndyCar iRacing Challenge. That's at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Monday, you've got the World of Outlaws. Tuesday, you got the Coca-Cola iRacing Series. Thursday, you've got the IMSA Pro Race. Friday, the Subaru Rallycross version number 2, 3 p.m. Remember that. And then back to the Indy. So look at all this great entertainment we've got going on. iRacing Live, NBC Sports Channel, Fox, FS1. Gotta love it. So there's your iRacing news. Also, SRO Esport breaking news. The 2020 SRO Esport Championship will launch this month at Silverstone, my favorite track in the world, Silverstone. Kicking off a series of SRO Corsa Competizione racers that will play out of the world's most iconic and challenging circuits. More info here. SRO Esport Championship launches multi-event 2020 program. 5-round. Yeah, so how did he do in the race, John? John says that Joseph Newgarden has won his respect. And that's something that I've been talking about in this whole phenom that's going on. Right now we've got this phenom going of pros sim racing, and some are doing very well with it. Others are doing very poorly with it, and it is going to create a little bit of a mix-up in certain fan bases, certain drivers, and what teams they can actually race or not race for, and things like that. So that's great to hear that Joseph Newgarden has won your respect as a person and as driver because of his authenticity in his live streams. Go check him out, and if you want a good chuckle, check out Jimmy Johnson and Clint Boyer. Hey, Raul, how you doing? All right, so back to the Assetto Corsa SRO 5-round championship. Grand finale confirmed separate classes for real world drivers versus top sim racers and public qualifiers. I do like that format. I do like that. And then the best of each to face off in the grand finale at fan-selected circuit. This is going to sound stupid. Is finale, final... Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I guess I pet the dog a little too much this afternoon. Let's see here. So, when is this kicking off? Sunday, April 26th. Norman, what sort of rig setup does the fellow work with who won today? What kind of rig does Mitchell DeJong run on? Is that your question? Oh, I hear my brother. Sounds like my brother got off work a little bit late. Here, let's see if we can get... Hi, Greg.
Hey, Sean.
How you doing?
Okay, how are you?
Did you want to come be part of the Friday show?
Sure.
Yeah, you gonna come say hi? Yeah, Greg's gonna come say hi. Greg, off work for the weekend. Oh, wow, he's in full coronavirus. Oh, I said it. I said it. That's how my brother comes in from work. Oh, Phil says hi, Greg, with an H-I-G-H, hi. There's Greg. There's my bro. A lot of people saying hello to you, Greg.
Hello.
Jeff Colclough. I would imagine it's not coming out until after. And Max's tail made a cameo as well. I would imagine that it's not coming out until after the launch of the new console system. Super chat by Tom Jones. Give this tip to Greg. Greg, Tom Jones just bought you a coffee, just so you know.
Thank you, Tom.
Tell Greg he should race with us. I try. I'm slowly working on him. Slowly. What else? What else to talk about? Dirt, will you drive? What will you drive this weekend? The game edition is now available. We talked about that. It was building up. It is now available for purchase. In addition to that, check this out. This Monday, a big new Dirt Rally Club Championship kicks off. Take on the Solberg World Cup and win a trip to the Dirtfish Rally School with Oliver Solberg. How cool would that be? Dirtfish Rally School is up in Washington State. And you can actually, just by participating in this championship, you can win a ride at Dirtfish. Come on. Come on. I cannot make Greg race. We do not have that kind of power. Oh, we'd have to log in. Well, at McDonald's, you can get a coffee, a small coffee for $2 at McDonald's. Anyway, if you want to take part in that, that could be cool. Here, let's try the info versus the compete button. Here we go. Win a trip to the Dirtfish Rally School with the Solberg World Cup. Looking to take your dirt rally skills to the next level? This Dirtfish, anybody knows Forza, you certainly know Dirtfish. Wasn't that big in Forza as well? Oh yeah, I don't know, Rodney. I'm not sure at what point. Tell me it'd be cooler if he did the race. Anyway, looking to take your dirt rally skills to the next level and get a real-life rally lesson from Oliver Solberg, then you'll want to compete in the Solberg World Cup. Before we go any further, make sure you read the official announcement on Solberg World Cup Dirt Rally Champion. The Muson is currently racing in her first online rally cup. I'll tell her about the Solberg. We're actually going to talk about her later in the show. Funny enough. Race across 6 challenging rally locations. Monaco, Sweden, Greece, USA, Finland, and Wales. And she could win a ride, a trip to the Dirtfish. Can't log in. We tried that. All right, so a couple drivers are posting this on Formula One. Announcement. Really excited to launch the race for the world. With a group of other drivers, the goal is to help raise money for the HO, COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund, while providing some entertainment along the way. Donations can be made. So anyway, 19 drivers. What did they say? They're giving you all the stats right there. Her rig's on this show. Oh, we have more on that. Just hang tight, you guys. We're going to get to that. The tiny rig. Yes. So, okay, Nicholas Lott. We'll move along. Just remember that, you guys. 6 Formula 1 drivers, 1 Formula E driver, 6 Formula 2 drivers, 1 Formula 3 driver, 1 Super Formula driver, 1 motorcycle driver, and 1 professional goalkeeper. That's who's going to be in their race. Also, Charles Leclerc. Also talking about the championship for charity going on. First event will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. CEST. There's your driver names. So good for them, a charity version of this going on. Check this out. So Grid, they were talking about this just yesterday. Track Day Hypercars coming April 15th. 4 Track Day Hypercars plus 2 bonus GT cars. Suzuka Circuit, 9 new achievement trophies, and multiplayer and free play credit boosts. Get a detailed look at Season 3 over at the Cody's blog. Here we are at the Cody's blog. Grid 3, 6 new cars. Suzuka achievements coming April 15th. Play this video while I clear my throat and take a swig.
Grid's third dose of post-launch content is here. This is Season 3, and this is Track Day Hypercars. Following on from the hot hatchbacks of Season 1 and the Track Day Supercars of Season 2, we're kicking it into overdrive with 6...
Okay, that's cool. Every car you get in is a hypercar. Oh, that's a beauty, yeah. My Uber code. I don't need an Uber code. That's scary. Is somebody trying to hack my Uber account? I always feel like I have to drop every... Here are 2 GT cars, by the way. The Honda NSX GT and the Nissan GTR racing car. And then we have some shots of Suzuka. No, I'm not an Uber driver. But why is Uber sending me a code? I'm going to have to double check my Uber account, make sure nothing went on. All right. Yeah, that's how I keep the show afloat, by driving Uber. So, driver announcements apparently have been going on. I guess there's maybe some sort of draft. Here we are, draft picks. So, here is the full list of drivers who were drafted yesterday for the 2020 eNASCAR Heat season. This is the real computer drivers, you know, the real NASCAR Heat drivers, not the pros, but it is the pro teams in the draft, just like last season. So here's the full list of names and where they went. And if you would like a more graphical version, Team Penske picking up these 2 drivers, Brian Tedeschi, Corey Roth. Gab, we'll be here too long if I say all the names. Penske, there's RCR, Richard Childress Racing, and their drivers. Why are they double posting each one? I'm not sure. Chip Ganassi picking up these 2 guys. I like that they're giving them real names and scream names. Gamer tag. That's better. That's better than we've been for years. Petty Esport, that's who their drivers. Hendrick. Levine, Family Gaming. JTG Doherty, Throttlers. Germain Gaming. Who are these gaming name teams? I'm not sure. It's kind of weird to me. Ganassi, Petty, we already talked about all that. Okay, there we go. Weren't we going to see if something refreshed What was it we were going to see if they refreshed? Oh, the winner on the iRacing. Nope, we don't have any results from them. All right, what else? Gran Turismo, this is great. So, posted yesterday by Gran Turismo. Think you need to spend a fortune to be fast in GT Sport? Think again. You guys, if you watch this show, you know the name Coque Lopez, one of the best sim racers on planet Earth. He's often on leaderboards or winner of competition that we talk about here. So check this out.
With GT Academy, and that was a PlayStation, a controller, and the track sim.
I was very young as well, so the controller was too big for my hands.
So yeah, controller was the first stuff I used, and then I bought a cheap entry-level wheel, and yeah, that was doing the job correctly, so and it was still enough to get qualified for the finals.
Now, what's your setup like at home now?
Still using the wooden rig, still got a car seat taken out from some Audi.
Nah, not really a rig. I've got a bookshelf, just a wooden bookshelf, which moves when I'm actually driving.
What's your setup like at home now?
So now I use the Fastmaster TGT. This is the Gran Turismo Sport official wheel. I don't think it has an influence on my lap times, just comfort.
This is pretty useful in case of frustration.
Hi, Greg.
I mean, do you have to spend a lot of money to get good at Gran Turismo?
Definitely not. I don't think so.
It's just maybe more efficient practice-wise. It's really, really the person behind the wheel. The speed is what you've got inside you, not what the wheel provides you.
If I was one of these competitors, I would have a TGT and those red gloves at home. I would be in, is that a play seat they're in? Why not? I would, oh, it's a, what kind of rig is it? Looks like they changed things during it. Anyway, you can see none of those guys have elaborate setups at all, but they are all console players, not PC players. But what do you need? That's all you need. I say it all the time. It's all you need. Yeah, exactly, Shortmaster. It's those who can't spend a lot of money. No. Swaney about to finish his dream rig and mounted his original unboxed Accuforce V1 since being out of loop for a while and SimXperience moved to the V2. No, the old wheel's a fine wheel. It's a fine wheel. You have nothing to worry about, Swaney. No, funny, Dave. All right, let's see here. WRC Esport. They've got their Mobile Rally Chile recap video.
Three were in a league of their own on Rally Chile, gapping fourth place Subby 203 by over 1.5 seconds. Is Amusing added another top 5 esports finish to his CV, with Jono in 6th. Teams Championship saw Racebot take maximum points, thanks to a strong delivery of top 10 appearances, with WRC E-Drivers 2nd and Virtual Best Racing 3rd. Two-time champion Nexel's bounce back on Chile sees him retake
Two-time champion Nexel.
Nexel's points lead is slender though. Just 2 points separate the top 2, with Sammy Joe 2nd.
So they've got a recap. You can find that out through WRC. Let's see. Weekly challenge. Encourage you to do race at home. The WRC game weekly challenge encouraging you to race at home in the race against COVID. The challenge is now live. So they have weekly challenges going on in that game. Non-stick, have you sent in an application? I periodically check, and I check before every race, but I'll check right now. If you've applied, we'll make sure you're in. We want a big crowd. We want we want the whole Simpit community out there. So absolutely, you're good enough to be in with us. Simpit Road Series view. And race seasons, members. There you are. You're accepted. You're in, Christopher Bailey. You've been accepted. I accept you. We accept you. You're in. We would have got you in right before, all the way up to right in front of my the race itself on Sunday. All right, what else? That's what I didn't get ready for today. I've been doing a very bad job of promoting our road series, which is coming up Sunday. I don't even know where we're racing. Yeah, I do. We're racing at, no, I don't know where. Monza. We need back markers, too. We need drivers of all. So, looks like for their junior thing, they're doing little head-to-head matches, I suppose. So, this was posted 16 hours ago. That's pretty much yesterday. Woot, didn't I send you an email via Discord, via Patreon? I thought I did. But yes, I can send you another. If you want to make sure for sure, get it soonest, fastest, send me an email, Shaun, SHAUN @simpit.com. Sunday morning, Simpit Road Series. Come join the structured GT1 race with friends. Slow or fast, it doesn't matter. Hold a line and you'll do fine. Welcome all. Thank you, Devin Booth. There's your Discord link for everybody. All right, so they're doing head-to-head matches. Quarterfinal number 1 was Gabriel Lazar versus Elia Di Guio. I'm sure I said that wrong. And anyway, there's the little bracket. And what's that? That's old right there. 13 hours. Be sure to head to our Facebook page for the live Junior Esport quarterfinals. That's at 1930 CST. I think that already happened is my guess. All right, what else? What else do we have? We are in a race against time, 26 minutes, 34 minutes till our race room opens up. Rseat Studios heads up for the new AMS Automobilista 2 update coming in the next few hours, featuring several important developments. And then here, 5 hours ago, Automobilista 2 version 0.8.2.0 is now up on Steam. Introduces several substantial updates to the physics and AI, along with the new photo mode. Check out the full release notes here at the Steam Stored, Powered, and We Will. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, Project Cars 2.5. AMS. Let's see, content. They've added Snetterton 100 layout, added the Velocita CD layout, added the Interlagos Historic External Ring layout, further updates to rain spray, reduced threshold for track limit penalties, UI HUD improvements, list of physics improvements, handful of AI improvements, some track improvements, vehicle improvements, and so on. So that's good news for AMS2 and anybody who's out there driving that one right now. Yeah, it's got potential for sure. What else? This is cool. So Ricmotech is doing this Road to Indy in association with a bunch of big names. You've got Extreme Motorsports, Kevin Ford, all those guys are involved. But this is the real life Road to Indy. This is somebody there. There's basically $1 million career opportunity on the line in this Road to Indy presented by Cooper Tire Challenge. So round 3 of 5 is coming up on the 9th. That was yesterday. The reason Saturday, April 11th. That's right. There we go. So round 3 of 5 is coming up on Saturday. I'm mentioning this for 2 different reasons. Number one, if you're looking for some quality racing, they've had some really good racing in this series. So you can find this through the Ricmotech Twitter page. Tomorrow, you're going to have this Road to Indy. These are the guys who you're going to be hearing the names of and knowing the names of in the coming years of racing. But more importantly, this group of real-life motorsport drivers who are taking sim racing extremely seriously with how much is on the line for them, they've all been given an invite to join us for Hot Lap Hump Day this coming Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, believe it or not, is going to already be the third Wednesday of the month. It'll be Hot Lap Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, we're going to have our normal. All the normals are going to be there. In addition to that, we're going to have a bunch of the guys from this Road to Indy competition, and one of their announcers is going to be joining us in the booth as well, which means I can concentrate more on driving and less on talking. Wouldn't that be cool? Anyway, so tune in for that tomorrow if you want to see the Road to Indy competition. Ricmotech support our sponsor. And then if you'd like to race against some of those guys, come out for Hot Lap Pump Day on Wednesday. Autosport talking about that charity event as well. 6 F1 drivers set up a sim racing championship for a COVID-19 charity. And, of course, we see Lando Norris leading the way. Leclerc. As per the donations page set up, the drivers have set a target of $100,000 with all proceeds going to the World Health Organization COVID-19 Solidarity Response Fund. That's what we talked about. You're going to also have Formula E Championship leader Alex Felix da Costa, Ferrari Juniors Calum Lott, and Giuliano Alessi, Super Formula champion Nick Cassidy, Renault youngster Christian Lundgaard, plus Haas F1 reserves Pietro Fittipaldi and Luis Delatraz are all confirmed for the series. 19 drivers. Also joining the 19-strong grid is Real Madrid goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois. You guys know this guy? You guys, I don't watch Real Madrid. I see them when they're playing in some of the multi-tournaments. I'll see Real Madrid. Anyway, he's racing in it too. That's kind of cool. Charles the clerk, is that right? Tom, I don't believe anything you say. All right, what else? How many more stories? All right, we're pacing pretty well. 31 minutes. Be nice if I could get out with enough time to get everything done. So, GT Planet, Google Stadia Pro is free for the next 2 months. So if you want to check out Stadia, the Pro account, I'm assuming, is free. You probably still need their interface, whatever that is. I'm assuming that's just kind of some USB chip and this remote. But anyway, if you want to check it out, right now is probably a good time. Things that Holiday Inn Express teaches you. I know you are, Tom. I've learned. Sleep on top of the sheets. Yes. Yeah, so true. Cheap Gamer. Talking about the Crew 2 free play weekend on PC and PS4. So if you never played the Crew 2... you can play that for free, you shut-ins, bored out of your mind, not knowing what to do with yourselves. There's a game you can go play for free. Oh, not quite there. Almost to the point where I can go to the end. Zwift Insider talking about testing Zwift's beta anti-sandbagging controls. So I guess there are ways to find out if people are racing within their limits. And, just like any form of gaming or competition, you've got shenanigans. Oh, I don't want to let anyone know how strong I really am. I don't want to start at the front of the grid. No. Sandbag. Anyway, here is a post that was sent in to me. So the USAC events with the USAC iRacing Pro drivers and real USAC drivers have been canceled. We are now separated simply because we beat all the real drivers on a fixed setup. So apparently the pro guys can't hang with the real guys. Anyway, it looks like they're going to have a separate series now between the two. Wasn't racing, this from Cole Niehalfen. Here's his 2 cents. He wasn't racing for the money. He was racing because he wanted those guys on the same broadcast to compete against each other. It wasn't going to race because of the $125 entry fee to pay the top 3, but he did because it's been a dream to race against those drivers. The fact that they are separating us from them now just sucks. The icing on the cake, so this is from a real-life racer. Icing on the cake is they are taking the entry fee money from the iRacing drivers and giving most of it to the real drivers. Why aren't they giving it to charity? Now, for us iRacing guys, the purse is $200, $100, $150. That is $625, and the only purse, our purse is only $350, with the rest of the money going to the real USAC drivers. Interesting. Yeah, that's what it looks like they're talking about here. I'm not sure what the USAC entry. That all seems very weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, e-bike for Zwift. People like me who do this because they simply can't afford to do the real thing. Well, so I don't know the exact amount or what the USAC drivers pay, but it looks like they used to run the USAC guys with the top iRacers, and now because the top iRacers are better than the USAC guys, they're going to split it up, but the majority of the money pool is going to go to the real-life pros. If we're talking about this right now, I'm wondering, well, why is the money not just going to charity anyway? I don't think you have to be on cam with Zwift, Tom. No. I don't know for sure. All right. Kyle Larson, allegedly. All right, so this is just posted on Reddit. I don't know anything about this. I'm just gonna post this. Rosta, we're coming up to that. We're gonna be running oval races coming up here in just a little bit. I want the Zwift over Peloton also, Phil. I have no interest in the Peloton, but I very much want a Zwift. So anyway, Kyle Larson allegedly threw a tantrum during a virtual USAC event. Screenshot inside. This got passed to me, so don't shoot the messenger. Anyways, so what do we got here? I hope this... I didn't even click this before. It better be what I think it is. Online Elite Crybabies live with the Chaz. It's David Heilman.
Real racing takes a part of time. Lyric, and all these car owners do that. And now they've announced that I'm pretty sure you saw that they're going to do the AME, teach you that shit in high school.
This guy's not the most reliable, and it's not showing what I wanted to see anyway. From what he understands, there's some sort of streamed use off. Anyway, okay, with more shenanigans. I'm just going to chalk that up. Shenanigans. $200. He had always had a hard-on for hating Kyle. Wonder why. 60 broadcasters deliver Torque Esport online racing into more than 600 million homes worldwide. Jacques Villeneuve joins Emerson Fittipaldi and Jenson Button as F1 World Champions in Legends Trophy. The Race All-Star Series, fully charged by Rocket Phones, launches a 3-race championship calendar with prize money. Anyway, this is all going on, and it's being broadcast to 60 different broadcasters, which is kind of cool. Maguire escapes pileup to claim the second of the GPV WC win. Adam Maguire took his second race win of the Super League season, converting pole position into an unchallenged first-place finish at Istanbul Park. Simonchik qualified in third, but got a good enough launch off the grid to pass Robin for second and locked down the inside of the first corner. Okay, there you go. That's one of the big leagues there. Lionheart Sage Karam completes Watkins Glen sweep in retro race. This guy, if he can keep it all four wheels on the track, it's hard to beat Sage Karam. Sage Karam is sick and tired of Watkins Glen International, but he's not tired of winning there. Okay. Some of those cars are going the wrong way. He thought Kyle Larson was a rich kid that bought his way into rides. Okay. Because he just kind of came out of nowhere, I'm assuming. So, driving. I want your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Driving posted this. Cross US Cannonball Run record reportedly broken during pandemic. Former record holders and speed enthusiasts debate the ethics of speed at an average of 170 kilometers across the country during the worsening coronavirus spread. Well, I don't know. It's not like it's a legal competition to begin with. I mean, so I understand. Anyway, your thoughts? Is it wrong? Is it wrong for somebody to make a cannonball run New York to Los Angeles in a car averaging 170 kilometers an hour in the middle of what is perceived to be a crisis? The New York City to Los Angeles cannonball record has just been broken, according to reports, but previous record holders are questioning whether or not now is the best time to make an illegal speed run across the U.S. I don't know. It's like 2/3 of it. So what's 2/3? Yeah, about 120. 115. 106. There we go. We have the conversion right there in the article. The race traditionally starts at Red Ball Garage in New York City and ends at the Portofino Hotel and Marina in Redondo Beach, California. The latest team, who for obvious reasons haven't come forward and revealed themselves, allegedly completed the run in 26 hours, 38 minutes, beating the previous record by 47 minutes, says Motor Authority. Yeah, now is the best time to do it. Yeah, if there's nobody on the street, why aren't we getting to use it for point-to-point racing? Wouldn't that be great? It probably endangered fewer people doing it then. They're all upset because they didn't think of it. Depending on the specific route taken, that means a car averaged a little over 106 miles per hour, 170 kilometers during its June journey. The car used a nondescript 2019 Audi A8 painted in white with a few modifications outside of having a huge fuel tank installed. Obviously, the question is this final paragraph here. If you hit a truck moving medical supplies and people die because of it, that's on you. But if you're driving at 106, aren't you putting people's lives in danger? I mean, not to sound like an asshole, but if I don't see how previous winners and competitors are going to point a finger when the goal of it is, if you're going to average 106, including stopping for gas, including traffic or things, that means that you need to be doing 130 at other times, right? In order to have your average be at 106. I mean, isn't that criminally negligent? Isn't that criminally dangerous already? So to act as though the circumstances are any different. Yeah, exactly. Jason Clark, great excuse. Just put a bandana over your face and say you're just hauling ass to the hospital. Anyway, interesting that somebody chose right now. I'm not knocking it. I'm not advocating it either way. World famous Ironman competition holds its first race amid lockdown. What's funny about this, I know this went on. I don't know how big their tank was. How big a tank can you fit in it? They don't tell us in this article, it looks like. What do you guys think? Is attempting an illegal cross-country speed run better or worse during a pandemic? Emptier streets dramatically reduce the risk of collision. It's safer. Don't act like there's a safer alternative. You know, that's the thing. It's like, if you're going to do something illegal, don't act like there's some lower degree of doing it. I mean, I have no problem with people doing this, by the way, but don't act like you're doing something legal or there's a good time or a bad time, really. It's always wrong. It's always dangerous. It's always illegal. Risking a collision and thus a hospital stay these days is pure selfishness. All right, whatever. It's not better or worse. It's just as stupid as it always was. Those were the votes that this article had for it. It was more responsible. Yeah. Anyway, I did read an article where one girl who competed in the virtual triathlon, Ironman, I should say, her husband tripped over her cord and it disconnected her machine. So you can do a treadmill. I don't know how they do the swim. Isn't there swimming in Ironman as well? Isn't it run, ride, and swim? I cannot think of a Zwift swimming unit at this point. All right, now we're down to some rigs. Tell you what's going on, and then we're gonna get to racing. So let's check out some rigs. Here we go. Darkness 669 with this adaptation of a Deathmobile. That is the simplicity of a Deathmobile right there. Got the Logitech wheel, junkyard seat. Very cool looking job. Good job, Darkness. I like your little cell phone charging stand right next to you there too as well. I'm assuming VR. I don't see any monitors, so I'm assuming you run in VR. I'm not sure about that, but what else? We got this one here posted by Speedy Gonzalez 69. First serious sim setup. TV is way large, but curious for input on FOV given the equipment he's working on. Looks like a club sport setup. Nice looking rig. Not sure how strong. That looks like a 80-20 rig of some sort, but definitely not a P1. 80-20 monitor stand. Did you see the DA that crashed the Gambala in New York City? No, I did not. Candy corn. Yeah, Woot, I agree. Yeah, possibly. Is that a puppy? Yeah, that is a puppy. Anyway, nice looking rig by Speedy Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez, 69. What else? Here's a rig. This one being posted by Miss Hap 16 hours ago on Reddit. This one being finally returning to sim racing with his new rig. Ooh, I've never seen white profile tubing. Have you? I've seen it in silver. I've seen it in black. I've never seen it in white. How to stop a dog barking. Yeah, exactly. Dumbass. Oh, dumbass. I thought you meant like district attorney, Jason. Thank you. And then, all right, are you guys ready? Ready to have some laughs and have some fun? So you remember on Wednesday's show, we showed this. This is the Musante. Did I say her name right? I don't know how she says it. The Musante. She's a streamer, a girl sim racer, a female sim racer, I should say. And this is her little itty bitty sim closet, which we showed. It was just innocently posted on. Well, it turns out either someone informed her about it or she watches the show. But here's a post by her the following day. I see the Simpit wanted to talk about my tiny room on his stream, so I thought I'd show you my all updated setup. It was a long day. So here she is with a little more space. Team Musante. Thank you, Jeff. Team Musante. And I guess she's an avid rally racer, as we've learned here today. So anyway, there she is, a little more expanded, testing out the new space with the wall mount. I like that side wall mount. That's pretty slick if you're going to run a single screen. I like her lighting behind it, very kind of girly. And then here's her channel. So since we're mentioning her name, I'm going to promote her today. Tea Musante on YouTube. She has 617 subscribers, and she tried Dirt Rally, and here's a little shot of her.
A few different clips of me trying out Dirt Rally to
An accent.
It was really challenging, but also really fun. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video just as much as I enjoyed making it.
Into slow, small cut, 5 right, 3 left, 2 right, tighten, small cut.
Yeah, so go check her out and tell her we talked about her again. The other rig we showed on Wednesday, if you guys remember this one, this is the one posted by Russell3823. And we all got a little carried away speculating on the clip art or how this was done. What's this reflection going on in the monitor? Devin was talking about polarized windows and they don't reflect things the same way. Anyway, we got more. So Mark Michkowski did reach out and contact him. And I told anybody who got me more on this, I'd give him a t-shirt. Mark Michkowski already has a Simpit t-shirt and actually said he would send it to Russell3823. So perhaps after this, they'll hear. But here is, ready for this? This is the definitive answer to our polarized window question. There's the reflection. Oh, there it is. That's Chicago, by the way. I'm assuming, is that Miggs? No, is that the harbor right by Miggs Field? Now I'm Really. Anyway, but yes, there is the rig. There is the window. You cannot see outside. That's what causes the reflection. But when you get to the right camera angle, sure enough, there's the building outside and that same exact view. So anyway, really awesome that we got our full answer to that. And we got to see the person behind the in the closet rig, we're going to call it, Thea Musante. So anyway, a little bit of fun for a Friday. Now, speaking of fun on a Friday, starting up in 11 minutes, the room will open. Amir, did you password tonight's room? Amir, what's the password? I hope Amir's watching. Password should be Simpit 2020. Tonight will be a hosted room, Friday night oval racing, and we've now converted this. So instead of this being Friday night, fun. Thank you, Amir. Password is Simpit 2020. Starting in 11 minutes, we're going to have a room opening up. It's going to be the Cup cars. Once again, that's the Mustang, the Camaro, and the Toyota Camry. We're going to be running at Texas Motor Speedway. And this is this is officially a practice race. Because what we have starting up next week is the Simpit Friday Night Oval Series. So if you're looking for even more racing with our group, with our crew, you're going to go do a search for Simpit Friday Night Oval Series under the league section on iRacing. Amir Assad is the race director for that one. There is the schedule. We're going to be at Daytona, Atlanta, Chicagoland, Texas, Charlotte, Richmond, Phoenix, and Bristol. And all you need to do, we're going to kick that off next week following the Pitstop Friday night, 6 o'clock. Tonight will be a practice race building up for that. And before I let you go, I'm going to tell you something new. Billy Strange, if you're here, sorry, man. It was going to happen. Billy Strange is not going to be part of this one, at least not out of the gate. But we are now going to have a new podcast, video podcast, the Simpit 3 Wide podcast. This is going to be a conversation, kind of getting back in the roots of Beyond the Sim, a conversation right now with all the esport going on. There's so much to talk about, and not just announce who won or what's going on, but really break it down, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly of esport and other things going on. This is going to be me sharing the studio with Devin Booth and Amir Assad. Both are contributors to the show. And tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So if you're just looking for some conversation, you want to get in and affect our conversation in the chat, be sure to tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. right here on the Simpit on YouTube. And we will have our new 3 Wide podcast where we break down the biggest topics in sim racing. This is going to be a monthly event. We'll do this on the second Saturday of each month, starting off with tomorrow. So sorry about the short notice. We're just trying to pull more and more things together, get more and more community involvement in what we're doing here at the Simpit. And hopefully this is another one in the right direction. So that is going to do it for today. I got to haul ass. I got to shut everything down. I got to convert it all into race mode. And then I got to get out there for our Friday night fun. Password Simpit 2020. Go to the hosted section. Look for Friday Night Oval hosted by Amir Assad. Password is Simpit 2020. I'll be there. Everyone will be there. I'm going to try to get the stream back up and running for that one. And as soon as I do, I'll be in the race. So that's going to do it for tonight. Have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for hanging out on a Friday, talking sim racing and making our community so damn strong. This is the Simpit. I'm Shaun Cole, and I'll see you on the track.
Thank you.